Alright, hey guys. I'm gonna give you my explanation of how I did problem 5.83 on the homework, which was where you have like an oxygen tank, and you're trying to find the maximum allowable working pressure of the tank first, which is like the PSIG, PSI gauge. Yeah, so you have all this information. You have, I'm going to do pink. Here we go. There we go. You got some pink. Yeah, we have my oxygen tank. It is 2.5 cubic feet, has O2 probably here and there in 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which we have to convert to Rankine, very sadly, because like we're doing like PSI and like all that, and it's just like it lines up. Yeah. So I asked you to find the pressure, which you can find the gauge using P absolute minus P, the atmospheric pressure. P absolute is just like the ideal gas problem, which we're treating O2 as like an ideal gas in this. Yeah, so you do this calculation here for the absolute pressure, you get the absolute pressure, subtract the atmospheric pressure right here, you get gauge pressure. Really high gauge pressure. So if that oxygen is highly pressurized. But wait, in part B, it says the ideal gas equation probably isn't that accurate, so we're going to do SRK instead. Yeah, so here's like the SRK equation. You need to like find like all these variables like A, B, M, and then also like alpha right here. And that's all on like the equation sheet that, what is it called? It just has like the equations to stay on there. But yeah. Oh wait, and then for the previous one, you also like find like the feet per pound mole there. It's that number. Don't know if it's accurate for like V hat. Yeah, my V hat looks like a little diamond there. But you know. Yeah, so we're gonna do SRK to find that again. Just like more accurate this time. So you like plug this in, you set it to the absolute pressure because like that's what it says on the equation sheet for the SRK equation state. Yeah, so you have all this stuff. Notice like B hat down here, and the algebra would just be like a nightmare to do. So I checked on the key to see like how they want us to do that because I'm like bad at algebra. And they said to put it in Excel and use like Solver for it. It's like, oh, that's like such a great idea. Yeah, so right here, here's like what I did in Excel. I'm gonna actually like physically go into here and show you like what I did. Yeah, so I had V hat, so it's 2 right here. Here's the goal. Didn't actually use this. It was just like to keep it in mind. Then we have the equation where I like have the V hat as like this one right here. Yeah, so we use Solver. Yeah, we set this as the objective. We want to set it to P absolute by changing stuff and this. Ooh, yeah, that cell right there. So we do sulfur. Yeah, and then we get 2.138. Yeah, which is like what I put on my sheet. Yeah. Yeah, so then you like plug that in to like the V hat equation and you get, or like for like the molecular weight. Well, let's access this equation just to get like the actual like pound mass of oxygen that you can put in there and it shows that I was actually doing like a conservative amount with 35.3. We can put a little bit more in there, 37.4. And yeah, so like if the tank explodes when you do that, some things that could just cause that are like maybe the area is like too hot or too cold. It shouldn't be in extreme temperatures, and also like could be like really humid. That isn't amazing for it, although it doesn't affect as much as extreme temperatures. I work as a lifeguard, and they like always tell us to like never do that with the emergency oxygen because it could bust through a wall and possibly a person. Another problem, the tank could have a fault like a crack, or like the O2 maybe wasn't fully evacuated. Like, yeah, maybe I messed up on that. I also thought maybe the pressure gauge could have the wrong reading because those things are a little finicky on like my works emergency oxygen. And then maybe the oxygen wasn't completely pure because I was thinking about that process and how it's probably like really complicated and expensive. Maybe you still have a little bit of nitrogen in there, which has like a slightly lower molecular weight. So yeah. and well, like critical temperature and pressure and all that. So it would be like weird. But yeah, that's all I have.